Have you ever noticed that some of the smartest people in the world don't always look like geniuses? They don't walk around with a sign saying, "I'm intelligent," but there are subtle behaviors, small, quiet habits that reveal an incredibly sharp mind. And what's most fascinating is you might be doing some of them without even realizing it. Today, I'm going to show you why certain habits that seem ordinary are actually signs of high intelligence and how to use them to your advantage. 1. You question things others accept. One of the clearest signs of real intelligence isn't knowing all the answers, it's asking better questions. If you've ever been in a room where everyone seems to agree on something and a little voice in your head whispers, "Wait, but why?" That's a powerful signal. Smart people don't accept ideas just because they're popular. They challenge them. They analyze them. That curiosity is what leads to invention, innovation, and personal growth. Einstein once said, "The important thing is not to stop questioning." And if that sounds like you, congratulations, you're probably smarter than you think. 2. You enjoy solitude. Many people fear silence. They need constant noise, entertainment, or distraction. But highly intelligent people often prefer moments alone, not because they're antisocial, but because their mind is constantly processing, reflecting, creating. That's where big ideas are born, in quiet spaces, not in loud crowds. 3. You overthink, but not always in a bad way. We often hear that overthinking is a problem, but here's the truth. Intelligent minds tend to analyze things deeply. They replay conversations, they rethink decisions, they try to understand why things happened the way they did. The key is balance. Overthinking becomes dangerous when it leads to paralysis, but when it leads to understanding, clarity, and better decisions, it's actually a superpower. So if your brain feels like it never stops, don't hate it. Learn to direct it. 4. You're more observant than talkative. Have you ever stayed quiet in a conversation, just listening, picking up on details others miss? That's not shyness. That's awareness. Intelligent people know that silence often reveals more than words. They observe facial expressions, tone, energy, and meaning behind the words. That's why they often make better decisions, because they see what others overlook. If you're the quiet one in the room, don't think you're behind. You're usually the one who understands the most. 5. You adapt easily. Intelligence isn't about memorizing facts. It's about adapting. Life changes, circumstances shift. Smart people don't complain about it, they find solutions. If you can enter a new environment, a new job, or even a new city and find your way without panic, you're demonstrating a form of intelligence more valuable than IQ, flexibility. The world rewards those who can learn fast and adapt faster. 6. You doubt yourself sometimes. Yes, you heard that right. One of the signs of genuine intelligence is self-doubt. Why? Because the more you know, the more you're aware of what you don't know. Arrogant people think they know everything. Truly intelligent people question their own opinions, reflect on their mistakes, and stay open to learning. If you sometimes feel like an imposter, that may not mean you're not good enough. It may mean you're growing. 7. You're sensitive to injustice. Many people ignore what doesn't affect them, but intelligent people often have a strong sense of fairness. They see patterns. They notice when something is wrong, even when others don't. This doesn't mean they always act loudly. Sometimes their intelligence shows through quiet empathy, through subtle actions that make the world better in small ways. Having a sensitive heart isn't weakness. It's wisdom, combined with awareness. 8. You're constantly learning. Real intelligence isn't proven by diplomas, degrees, or status. It shows up in everyday curiosity. Intelligent people read, they research, they observe, they listen. They learn not because they have to, but because they want to. If you're the kind of person who watches videos, reads articles, or explores new ideas late at night while others are scrolling mindlessly, that's intelligence in action. Closing message. So here's the truth. You don't need to be a genius in math, science, or literature to be intelligent. You just need to be aware, curious, adaptable, and willing to grow. The world often underestimates quiet intelligence, the kind that doesn't show off, but changes lives silently. So the next time you catch yourself questioning the world, enjoying your solitude, or feeling out of place in the noise of the crowd, remember this. It's not weakness. It's one of the greatest strengths a human being can have. Use your intelligence wisely, because those who understand themselves deeply eventually understand the world.